Everyone has a culture, but culture means different things to everyone. For me, my culture is not only what traditions and characteristics have been passed down to me, but also those traditions and characteristics I pick up along the way. This is my culture. I am Mexican, Filipina, and American. Because my Filipina culture traces back to my great-grandparents, and because my Mexican culture is more represented in my family, I don't know much about it. Ever since I was small, because of my almond-shaped eyes and fair complexion, I've been commonly identified as Filipina because of my physical characteristics, as well as my parents. In my culture, family is very important. Growing up, family never just included my mom, dad, and siblings, but my family as a whole. In my culture, it's not enough to just know your family, but to have a connection with them as well. Family gatherings are very common and frequent, given we all live within 15 minutes of each other and visit each other quite often. I guess you can say we give immediate family a new definition. My family is mainly made up of women. After my grandpa's passing, my grandma raised 5 beautiful girls all on her own, who would go on to raise 5 more beautiful girls. The role women play is very important in my family's culture. From a young age, we are taught the importance of independence and strong will. We are expected to one day be able to have and manage our own families, and to be able to work, cook, clean, and be an all-around caregiver. My family is filled with many empowering, strong women, and it's something that I'm proud of. Another important aspect of my culture is the ability to be bilingual. Although English is my primary language, it is important that I'm able to speak Spanish in order to communicate with my family and others in my community. Our parents made it a priority to teach us Spanish when growing up. In my culture, language and the ability to communicate is a necessity in being able to learn and be a part of your culture. Religion is also something I hold sacred in my culture. My family attends church every Sunday, as we have done pretty much our whole lives. It is important to me to not only have a family connection with God, but a personal connection as well. I enjoy many of my Mexican traditions celebrated by my family, like Rosco de Reyes, where we gather together to remember the holy kings and eat delicious food, or Dia de los Muertos, where we honor the dead with festivals and art, like piñatas and face painting. But I also enjoy my family's American traditions as well, like Christmas and its bright lights, and Halloween and its costumes and pumpkin carving. Mexican food is another symbol of my culture that I love. Mexican food is always around me and can be commonly found at different family events, along with nightly dinners at home. But as much as I love Mexican food, I love different cultural foods as well. Italian, American, and Asian. And although I admire the traditional colorful printed clothing and the long traditional braided hair of my culture, I find myself with a variety of clothes and hairstyles. Probably the biggest thing that parts me from my Mexican culture is my music choice. I'm familiar with Mexican music, such as banda and mariachi, but my heart belongs to EDM, or electric dance music. Festivals and time with my friends while listening to the music I love is the best. So this is my culture, my traditions and beliefs, my preferences and my enjoyments. This is me. My culture is my identity and personality. It gives me spiritual, intellectual, and emotional distinction from others, and I am proud of it.